An auditor says that Brett Favre received $1.1 million for speeches he did not give.
People often ask, what do you do now that you're in retirement?
This came to light because the nonprofit group in Mississippi that paid Favre using federal welfare money
Retirement is not what I thought. It's good, don't get me wrong.
is caught up in an embezzlement scheme.
I grew up here just like everybody else, and I'm no different than everybody that lives here.
The former human services director with the nonprofit and 5 other people were indicted on state charges of embezzlement around $4 million.
Hall of Fame quarterback Brett Favre is a Super Bowl winner and well-paid spokesman
I'm comfortable in jeans that are tough.
with Wrangler jeans,
That's why for knee and elbow support, I choose Copper Fit.
Copperfit, and Microtouch, to name a few. But there's a story that wasn't as glitzy as TV commercials. Favre is a Mississippi boy through and through, which leads us to this man, former governor of Mississippi, Phil Bryant. Per a public records request, MississippiToday.org found Favre requested a meeting with Bryant to pitch Prevacus, a Florida-based company whose goals were to find a drug to counteract the effects of a concussion. It is highly unusual for officials at the Mississippi Department of Human Services, which administers large federal welfare grants, to take meetings like these. That's where we introduced the agency's director at the time, John Davis, Nancy New, leader of the Mississippi Community Education Center, and her son, Zach. A second calendar invite shows Davis set up a meeting at Favre's home. The last major player, Mississippi auditor Shad White. Buckle your seatbelts. The Mississippi Community Education Center, a nonprofit that receives a majority of its budget from taxpayer dollars intended to help people out of poverty, run by Nancy New, gave Favre's old stomping grounds, University of Southern Mississippi, $5 million to build a state-of-the-art volleyball facility. Guess who just happens to play volleyball at USM? Don't overthink it. It's Favre's daughter, who will now be playing beach volleyball. And get this, the donation was paid in full, by hand, in cash. News MCEC put on a front claiming to rent all college facilities for various activities that benefit the area's underserved population. But one former employee said it never happened. New masqueraded the facility to help the needy. Records show the nonprofit's agreement with the Athletic Foundation resulted in the university hosting exactly one single event, a Healthy Teens rally at the Coliseum in October of 2018. The nonprofit, under ongoing investigation in connection with the largest public embezzlement scheme in state history, has now closed its offices. So how did it work? Davis took the job as agency director in 2016. He began granting multi-million-dollar lump sum payments to Nancy New's MCEC. Davis did not make New report how her organization spent the money, now more than $65 million since 2016. That's right, you heard correctly. The state did not enforce a provision in their state agreement to submit financial reports. Out of $135 million in 2018, Mississippi spent just 5%, or $7.3 million, on direct cash assistance to poor families. Remember Prevacus? Davis, Nancy New, and her son Zach allegedly took $2.15 million in welfare to make personal investments in Prevacus and its affiliate, PreSolMD. What auditor Shad White found was disgusting. Corruption, using the poor as a front to funnel money and enrich the pockets of local politicians and an already wealthy Hall of Famer, Brett Favre. The QB's company, Favre Enterprises, was paid $1.1 million by MCEC for appearances, promotions, autograph sessions, speaking engagements, and much more, none of which he attended. MCEC bought 3 cars with welfare money, each worth more than $50,000 for New and 2 sons. Salaries, cell phones, and other expenses were also paid using welfare money. The vehicles included a 2018 Nissan Armada, a Chevy Silverado, and a Ford F-250. In each case, the vehicle was registered to MCEC, but auditors said the vehicles were used for personal use. And that, my friends, is just the beginning.